So bottom line is we're going to plan to start somewhere around 10 o'clock. There are two steps to what we're going to do. One is to kind of take the tops off the vertebral bodies, and then the second part is going to be to try and straighten things out and stabilize things a little bit. A lot of the goal is about protecting for the future, so that we don't have development of more bone around the spinal cord, compressing the spinal cord further. Okay, so our first goals are about long-term comfort and long-term management so we don't get worse. The secondary goals are to try and improve where we are currently. Okay, and as we talked about last time, because of the duration of time that the cord has been compressed, those numbers are probably in about the 30 percentile that we'll get functionally significantly better. But I definitely still think that it's worth the effort, one more for the long term than for the short term, but I think being optimistic is good for the short term will also be helped as well. So I think, but those have to be our goals moving into the surgery, is that we're looking more for the long term and trying to keep things from getting worse regarding spinal cord compression and changes there. So
What do you think?
okay. Surgery itself is probably a couple of hours, probably 3 hours by the time we're said and done. I'll give you guys a call once we're done with surgery, okay? And just give you a heads up as to how everything went. Like standard risks with surgery associated with anesthesia, which we've already had one event of anesthesia with the MRI, and tolerated that just fine. Probably 2 to 3 days in hospital, just to make sure that we're comfortable, we're eating, urinating on our own, and then we'll be able to go home. Okay. Do you have any questions for me before we jump in on anything?
Nope.
Will we get to see him afterwards?
He's going to be out cold.
Okay. Because our goal was to see him before we headed home.
Let me see where we are.
Okay.
We can probably do that, but let me see where we are.
Okay.
Generally, I keep them pretty knocked out that first 12 hours after surgery, so that they're R&Ring, starting that healing process. The surgery is fairly deep through a lot of muscle, and so with this, we want to make sure that they're kept quiet during that first period, so that
I get too excited.
yeah. So,
Well, I mean, if it is better for him for us not to see him, we can absolutely do that as well. It's just we just want to make sure he was okay.
yeah, absolutely. He's going to be sedate, so he's going to be knocked out and
Not even know we're here.
not know that you're
Okay.
there, and so if I were to have him alert enough that he would know that you're there, then he gets too excited and may potentially undo some of what